This video is going to help you identify prepositions within sentences. A preposition shows the relationship that exists between a noun or pronoun and some other word in the sentence. The noun or pronoun is the object of the preposition. The preposition and the noun or pronoun become what's called the prepositional phrase. Here are words that are commonly used as prepositions. Take a look at all of these words. Notice that you will see them in sentences most of the time. Words such as in, to, of. Those words we see often. Take a look at some of the other ones. About, above, around, beside, between, at, inside, near, like, out, toward, under. Oftentimes you show that prepositions can show position. This is a common relationship that they might show. It's not restricted to position, though. Prepositional phrases are something that you will want to get into the habit of identifying as a whole. So not only do you recognize the word that acts like a preposition, but you can feel or sense where the phrase ends. A phrase is just a group of words. So if we look at the examples, Earl danced with me. She dressed for the party. We ran to the grocery store. Dolly worked at school and home. You can see there's a relationship in each of these sentences. Earl danced with me. With is the preposition. The entire phrase is in parentheses, with me. It shows the relationship of Earl and who he's dancing with. She dressed for the party. The preposition is for. Where does the phrase end? For what? For the party. We ran to the grocery store. To is the preposition. Where does the phrase end? To the grocery store. And finally, Dolly worked at school and home. Where did she work? What is the relationship? At is the preposition, the entire phrase, at school and home. So it would be really helpful for you to take a look and familiarize yourself with common prepositions, and remember that when you identify a preposition, you should go one step further and identify the prepositional phrase so that you get into the habit of seeing that part of a sentence, the phrase in comparison to the rest of the sentence. Now there is a very important exception that you need to pay attention to here. The word to is commonly used as a preposition, like I am going to the store. But when the word to is followed by a verb, remember what verbs do, they show action or link, we have what's called an infinitive phrase, and it is not a prepositional phrase. So when you're trying to identify phrases and tell the difference between preposition or infinitive, it might be helpful for you to try to identify verbs first, so that if you notice a phrase that has to plus a verb, you cross it out as an infinitive phrase and not a prepositional phrase. So it would be helpful for you to do something like this. An example of an infinitive phrase is I like to walk to the beach. To walk is an infinitive phrase because it is to plus the verb walk. However, to the beach is a prepositional phrase. To is the preposition, and the whole phrase is to the beach. So take some time to familiarize yourself with the most commonly used prepositions. This will help you.